What's up, guys? D-Rock1992 here. For this next video, I am going to do an pretty much overdue movie review video. This movie that I'm going to be talking about in this video is a movie I watched a while back, probably about a month ago, 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. And it's from this year. And it's a comedy. Really, I mean, one of my favorite genres of movies, as you guys have heard me say, is comedy movies, for sure. And this movie is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. So, the movie's four major stars are Zac Efron. Of course, Zac Efron, you may know him from the Neighbors movies and the High School Musical Disney movies. Adam Devine, who's a stand-up comedian, I believe, has been in a lot of TV shows and stuff like that. Anna Kendrick, who is really establishing herself as a star in Hollywood these days. You know, you probably know her best as the lead character in the Pitch Perfect movies. And then Aubrey Plaza, who has been in a lot of, who's been in some films, you know, probably best known as a character on, I believe, the show Community, if I'm not mistaken. She was a character on that show. So yeah. This movie stars these four major characters, and it is about the guys, Mike and Dave. Zac Efron plays Mike. Adam Devine plays Mike, and Zac Efron plays Dave. So Mike and Dave are these brothers who, when they always attend family events like weddings, family reunions, things like that, they always cause a lot of trouble. They always cause a lot of mischief. You know, bad things happen, even though they think that they had a great time at those events. So finally, Mike and Dave's parents say, enough's enough. If you're gonna go to because their young sister's wedding's coming up, and they're like, if you want to go to your sister's wedding, you need to find wedding dates, respectable, good wedding dates. The only thing is, Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza come around as their characters. The wedding dates. They're eventually the wedding dates and all that, but what Mike and Dave don't know is that these girls are probably a little bit worse than Mike and Dave. They're party girls, you know, they're bad, you know, they're naughty, all that kind of stuff. So they're probably a bit worse than Mike and Dave. And Mike and Dave have to go through a lot trying to keep the girls under control and keep everything under control for their sister's wedding. So that's basically what the plot of the movie is about. And I will say this for all four starring characters. They all work. The chemistry between Zac Efron and Adam Devine as Mike and Dave is very good. And the chemistry between Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza is very good. The chemistry between all four of these characters is very good. Like, you mostly see Efron and Kendrick. They're the love interests, and Adam Devine and Aubrey Plaza are the love interests. The chemistry between those pair of those characters is really good. So, all four of these characters work. And the movie is hilarious. I was laughing pretty much every second of this film. It was extremely funny. And it helps to have Adam Devine in there, who I believe is I think he's a stand-up comedian anyway. Yeah, he is a comedian. And he's been in several different TV shows and films and all that. He works. Zac Efron's continuing off his high from the Neighbors movies. He's one of the stars of the Neighbors movies because he's pretty funny. He's pretty funny working alongside Seth Rogen in those movies. he's great working alongside Adam Devine in this film. Anna Kendrick, I mean, she's done some comedies in the past, I believe. But, I mean, Pitch Perfect, you could kind of count it as a comedy musical, sort of. But, yeah, Anna Kendrick is great, you know, great to look at and great funny-wise, you know. She gets a lot of great lines in this film. And then Aubrey Plaza, I mean, she blends herself in so well with the cast. I thought, check out my review of Dirty Grandpa, which came out earlier this year. She was a standout in Dirty Grandpa. She stole the show. She almost stole the show from Robert De Niro in that movie. That's how good she was. In this movie, she's funny in pretty much every scene she's in. A lot of lines, and you know, she gets a lot of comedic bits and stuff like that click, you know, with her character and all that. So yeah, all four of these guys individually are funny. Chemistry-wise, they're all funny together. And, you know, it's... Again, this movie was very, very funny. And I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 5 stars. Mainly because all four of the leads were very funny. Equally very, very funny. If I had to go with a standout, probably Adam Devine. Adam Devine was probably the big standout of the whole cast. But then again, I mean, Efron, Kendrick, and Plaza were all funny as well in their own right. So, you know, just a movie that works because of these four guys, because of these four actors and these four actors' chemistry together. And, yeah, I mean, it works because of that. So, yeah, this movie actually is my second 5-star rating. The first one is Deadpool. Now, I still say it's tough because Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is very, very funny. But I would have to say that Deadpool is still the #1 movie for me of the year. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates comes pretty darn close. It's the funniest comedy of the year, I'll tell you that. But Deadpool probably is the better overall movie, I'd say. So, I mean, it's close between these two, but I'd still give the nod to Deadpool by a slight margin. But Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, this movie was hilarious. And I enjoyed every minute of it, and I would absolutely recommend you see this movie if you haven't seen it yet. It's a riot. So that is it for my video on Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. D-Rock 1992 out. Okay, I'm going to wait for that guy.